is pronounced like when you come to a realization. How to remember a. Look closely and find the letter A inside of it. So that's very clever. As you can see here, there is the letter A. So if you want to print that book, use a Sharpie, or if you have an iPad, you can also do that with your finger. 1, 2, and 3. Then we have E. E is pronounced like E in eel. You have to be careful here because in eel, it's a long vowel, eel, whereas in Japanese, it's a short one, E. To remember this kana, just think of a couple of eels hanging out. They're upright because they're trying to mimic the letter I, which also stands upright and happens to be the way you spell out this character in Romaji. Perfect. Practice E. So 2 strokes, again, top to bottom with the little angle here, and top to bottom again, from left to right. 1, 2. Then we have U. How to pronounce U. U is pronounced like U, ah, U. In other words, it sounds just like U in Uno, the card game, or the number 1 in Spanish. It's not exactly like the Spanish U because it's not as closed, so it's a bit more open. U, uno, but in Japanese it's U, U. I don't know if you can tell the difference. The Spanish U and the Japanese U, U, a, I, U, U, U. To remember this kana, notice the U shape right in it. That's right. There's another similar hiragana tsu, but that one isn't wearing a hat like you are. Ooh, ah, what a nifty hat. They make plenty of puns for you to remember. 2 strokes, 1 and 2, the actual U. How to pronounce E. E is pronounced like the E in egg. In Romaji, write E. How to remember E. Look at this kana and find the exotic bird laying exotic eggs inside of it. So again, exotic, eggs. The feather on its head gives away that it's special and exotic, and the flourish looks like its body and tail. How adorable. Practice E. 2 strokes, so I know the second one is a bit complicated, but it's only 2. O. How to pronounce O. O is pronounced like you're saying O. It's the O sound in origami. So I know in English we say origami, but in Japanese it's going to be origami. Origami. How to remember O. Can you see the letter O in here? 2 times. This one looks similar to A, except for one key difference. There are 2 letter O symbols visible in there. Make sure you use this to differentiate this kana O and the similar kana A. 3 strokes. 1, 2, and 3. Let's practice reading. So now you'll be able to read these words. Ah. Ah means something you say when you come to a realization. Then we have ao. Ao means blue. Ao. Ie. Ie means house. Ie. Ue. Ue. Ue means above. O. O. So here we have the character O, but together with the U, it actually makes a long O. O. Instead of O, we say O. O means king. A. Ao. Ie. Ue. O. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know with a thumbs up or in the comments, and don't forget to share and subscribe to support this channel. それではまた。